So here we have the tools for cleaning your oven. Who likes to clean that? Not anyone. So how about if I show you how to be dressed nice, clean your oven, and go out to dinner so you don't make it messy again. So you take your oven and grill cleaner. You've heated your oven to 100 degrees. You don't want to heat it any more than that because you have a live culture or enzyme in here that you want to just wake up so that it will be like little Pac-Man and start chomp, 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 eating some of the debris that's left behind in your oven and make your cleanup easy. So when you spray the oven, now if you see steam, stop and wait because it means your oven is a little hot because most ovens will not heat to just 100 degrees. So try to be very cautious and mindful that your oven door is not setting off some steam. So you just need to lightly spray it. And this is the step that you would also do with those grills from the cooktop. You just spray them and sit them inside, shut the oven door, let it sit for 10 minutes. And that's what you do. You spray and walk away for 10 minutes and clean something else. So while we are waiting for the oven's 10 minutes to work, we're going to show you the protein testing swab. These swabs that Amy has are from ProClean, a non-Norwex company that they are purchased from. We're going to show you by testing the countertop that we have actually picked up that 99% of the bacterial contaminant. And how do we know that? Because protein has a smaller DNA base than even bacteria. So that's what we're going to do with this. So first we're going to smear the bacon all over the countertop. And notice Amy will not go to the sink and wash her hands. She's going to use the Norwex Enviro cloth. You can set that to the side for a moment. Wipe your hand off really good. And use that same side of the cloth to wipe the countertop. And you want to make sure you're coming into full contact with that surface, so keeping that cloth folded. That just gives you better contact to make sure you've gotten everything. So then lay that up by the bacon. And then we're going to take that swab and pull that out of the tube. Don't break the little top yet. So pull that
the
out.
swab out.
Yes,
Okay.
and then swab the area where you just cleaned with the Norwex cloth. And really get after it so that you know. So then now she's going to stick that back into the tester. And now break the top by going back and forth. And then squeeze the liquid down into the bottom. There you go. Now give it a good shake. And then you might want to zoom over there to the camera so that they can see that. Can you see it? Or does she need to come over? Go ahead and show that close up without losing. Okay. So green means it's clean. And any shade of gray and heading to purple means that you have contaminant present. So now I want you to take that out without spilling the liquid and test your hand that used the bacon. And then turn your hand so they can see that you're actually swabbing your hand. Now put it back into and give it a shake and then show them it's still green. Okay, now we're going to dab the cloth where you picked up the bacon. So this is where the backlock technology comes in. You are cleaning things up, and because those fibers have been split 1/200th the size of a human hair, you are actually locking the contaminant into the cloth, and it is not transferring from one surface to the next. So you still have a green swab. So now we're going to actually touch the bacon so that you can see that this is a real swab, and it will react to the protein in the meat. And then you can go over there and show them how the color changed instantly. So therefore, you can clean confidently without your pop-up wipes or the bottle of that stuff that you like to use in the washer, and I can't say the name of what that is, but some people spray that on their countertops. I challenge anyone to go and read the pop-up wipe container or that bottle and read that fine print, because it says that when you are cleaning the surface has to stay wet for anywhere from 3 to 10 minutes with that product.
For it to do anything.
Before it is antibacterial, which is what they claim on the front. Antibacterial. And yet, if you're not standing there making sure the surface stayed wet, you did nothing but smear the bacteria all over the place, or the protein that you left behind from food, which is where it's a breeding ground for the bacteria. So there you go. Clean instantly. Clean. Walk away. You're done. Instead of wipe it up with a contaminated cloth that you smeared everything around and then have to come and wipe it off with a wet cloth to clean off the chemical off your counter. Who has time for that? Not me.
Not me.
All right. There you go. So now back to the oven. When you're using the Spiranet, you want to make sure it likes to drink a lot of water when it works. So make sure you have a little dish of water, or that you've taken your EnviroCloth and squeezed the excess water out of it to cover it.
So you don't squeeze this.
Right.
I can't see what you're doing.
So these are protein enzymes. So we warm them up. They're not living organisms. Like I said, I misspoke, and I want to declare that up. It's actually a protein that is activated by warmth. So when you warm the oven up to 100 degrees, you actually give it the ability to start breaking down the product that's on your oven door that you want off. Or in your oven. This is for the inside of the oven as well. Many of you probably have not read the fine print on your oven book that says when you use a self-cleaner, you need to open the windows and remove small pets. You're actually burning carbon into the air, and you want to make sure that you don't kill the small pet. But think about, you're breathing that carbon, and it may not affect you today, but in years to come, it may become an issue. So I would highly recommend you use this natural product for cleaning your oven. It's much more efficient. And the results, the door is always beautiful. So, and don't be afraid to get in there with that stainless steel scrubber. That's what it's good for. So when you are cleaning in the oven, you want to make sure that you have sprayed everywhere on the grill. You can do the metal divider trays. A lot of times those will not be shiny anymore if you've used them in your self-cleaner, because it makes them dingy. So that's another plus for not using them. So when you're all done with the scrubbing, you want to use your EnviroCloth to wipe up. So you're going to wipe your oven door off with your EnviroCloth. And if you're fanatical, you'll grab your window cloth and you'll make your glass shine. And then I'm going to wreck it all so that I can show you that we actually, if you can see that dingy water, that is what came out of this Spiranet. So, yes, sorry, messed up your clean oven. But see how easy it is to pick it up? It's amazing. Clean your oven with the oven and grill cleaner. It also works outside on your grill. Fantastic for the grill.